Mr. Knowles, thank you for taking the time to speak to me today. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, my name's Martin Knolwes. I'm the principal at Essa Academy.
So, explain to me how you first became aware of the Teaching Apprenticeship Programme.
It was at a Bolton head teachers meeting, probably 2 years ago now, and the apprenticeship programme came and presented. I was really interested in it, reached out as a result of that, and started making links, and here we are today with multiple TAP trainees.
And had you heard of the Teaching Apprenticeship Programme before then?
No, never heard of it at all, no.
So, explain to me what you feel the benefits of the Teaching Apprenticeship Programme are.
Well, on many levels. First and foremost, obviously we can tap into the apprenticeship levy, so there's a financial incentive for the school. It gives us an opportunity to grow our own, which I'm really passionate about, but we've got a really blended approach here. We've got some external TAP that have been sourced by the programme, by yourself, who we're really impressed with, and we've also got some internal TAP trainees who have either started now or are going to start in September. So to grow our own internally creates a sense of aspiration, and we've got some teaching assistants who had degrees, who fell in love with the school, fell in love with children and want to become teachers, so they've got a career path now, and the TAP programme gives us the framework to work around, so they get quality training but also do it in situ at the school. We don't lose them and they get to grow, and we have outstanding teachers at the end of it that are part of Essa Academy.
And I think that's something that's really clear when you come into the school about the community here and how passionate you are about the students. So talk to me about why you felt these trainees that we recruited for you, but also the trainees that were already employed. What characteristics did they have that you saw that made you think that they'd be outstanding teachers?
Well, I think first and foremost it's the character. Every one of them that's on it, be it the external candidates that have come in or our trainees here, have a passion to make a difference to young people's lives. And I do believe you need a fire in your belly to make that difference, more so than the actual qualifications. I think it is, teaching is hard. It's really rewarding, but it is also really hard. And you need that fire, you need that resilience, you need that drive to make a difference to young people's lives. And the area that we serve, and after what we've been through as a country, we certainly need that drive and resilience to enhance students' futures, to give better lives for them and their families and this community. So fire in the belly really is what we look for, and the fact that people want to smile and have fun, because I do think we've got a very special community here in the school, and people joining us can see that straight away and align to our culture and our fantastic curriculum and things like that, and believe in what we're doing. And if they believe, then students will ultimately get better outcomes, which is what we're all here for.
And so, in terms of the other initial teacher training trainees that you have here at Essa Academy, where are they from, and how does that route compare to the teaching apprenticeship route?
Well, we have all sorts. We've got schools direct, we've got teacher training, ITT, we've got TAP. I'm passionate about all forms of training really, because I look back to 24 years ago, someone gave me a chance, and I love the profession, I love my career, I love my job, and to me it's about creating the next generation of great teachers. One, hopefully for this school, two, for the profession, and three, I've got 4 children. And they go to a variety of different schools. They can teach in my children's schools, and I want them to be great. I think what TAP has done, it has provided more in situ training, more kind of live training, because you are literally immersed. And as long as the mentors are handpicked by us, which they are, we've got some wonderful mentors, and the external support by TAP is provided, I think it's better to learn on the job. I think sometimes other training, like myself when I did my PGCE, you're observing for 3 or 4 weeks initially, and I was just chomping at the bit. Can I have a go? Can I have a go? Can I have a go? Because ultimately that's what you want to do. So this way is a bit daunting at first, but there you go. Live and learn on the job, because that's how you make your mistakes, but that's how you learn from them and you adapt them quickly, rather than maybe just a 10-minute starter, a 10-minute starter here. It's live, it's real, and it's relentless.
So you mentioned there about your mentors in school. Yes. And your lead trainers. What types of staff have you chosen? You know, which members of staff have you chosen for this really important job to guide and support these trainees through the programme?
Predominantly, we've asked staff to put themselves forwards, because I think that's really important, that they want to have a passion to grow other people, and a lot of staff put their names forwards. I think they have to be outstanding practitioners themselves. They should lead by example. But just someone who, we've identified people who we know want to give back and also accept it's a big commitment of time and a big responsibility, but the mentors I can see really pride themselves on their mentees, and I have no restrictions over you must have been teaching for 20 years or something. You know, some of my mentors have been in the trade 3 or 4 years. Doesn't matter, you know. In fact, some of those are really good mentors because they can relate back in the not too distant past about their mentoring, and therefore can bring both together. But it's not age, it's not experience, it's have you got that fire to grow other people, and are you a great teacher yourself?
And I think, like you say, it comes back time and time. All of the all of the factors in this process come back to the characteristics of the person and the passion for teaching and young people.
Absolutely.
So, could you articulate in terms of how the Teaching Apprenticeship Programme has added value to school and has also helped you with your own recruitment strategy?
Yeah, value to the school wise, I've been head here for nearly 4 years now. I've brought quite a few staff in the first year, you know, from national advert, things like that, and I wanted to get to a point where we grow our own staff, we grow our own leaders. 4 years down the line, I do think we've got this lovely scenario now where we've got lots of new people coming in, be it teaching assistants, other new staff each year, but they see progression if they've got the qualifications into a teaching route if they want it. My staff in general see promotions to middle leadership, to senior leadership now. So what we've got is a great structure in the school now where everyone can see if you work hard and do a great job, opportunities are here. And as people move, you know, progress within the school, that leaves a vacuum really that we can bring more people in. And I have no issue with staff leaving if it's for promotion, because we've got a duty to the trade. And if we've grown great leaders, of course in any hierarchical pyramid there's less and less opportunities. If they leave for promotion, I'm really proud of that, genuinely proud of that, because they're going off to where they work the career ladder, and it also creates more opportunities for people coming in. I think regarding external tap, you know, the help that you've given me, Jane, and the programme itself is, you know, you've sourced some great people for the school, and actually this way we can talk about the candidates that we've got. But when you look at a national advert for a teacher in some of the, you know, the social media platforms, the Times Educational Supplement, all the classic places, it's really, really expensive, and there's no guarantee you're going to get the right candidates applying anyway, and then you spend a lot of money for next to nothing. This way, this is what we're looking for, and we know that TAP are going to source some great candidates for us, and you know, the staff that come externally to us have settled in, done really, really well, and all will succeed here, I'll tell you that now.
So overall, how would you rate the experience that you've had with e-Qualitas and the Teaching Apprenticeship Programme?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was new to us all in September. I think the first couple of months, obviously, you know, out of lockdown, schools getting going again, and a new way of teacher training. I think there were some bumps in the road, but that's fine because we were feeding back to the programme. The programme was responding to that, wanting feedback, wanting to develop, wanting to adapt. And I think since the initial hiccups, as we're all learning, it's been super smooth, and I can't rate it highly enough. In fact, I was talking to the Bolton Heads Network a week or two ago, advocating to the heads in Bolton, this is a great programme to develop great teachers, and I hope it does take off in Bolton, but across the rest of the country. It's certainly the way forwards.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.